I'm here because I'm really fearful now that the British government, in line with the US and others, are now looking towards a military intervention in Iran. In the Parliament last week, a number of MPs got up calling for military action. The government now is launching its sanctions program, and it's the same route we went down with Iraq. Accusations of weapons, sanctions, covert operations, and the Foreign Secretary refused to deny there weren't covert operations last week already taking place, and then military intervention. I'm really fearful.
And sanctions, how do they play into the threat of war? What are they good for or bad for?
The sanctions are the first step in a military intervention, and what they are is literally it's an act of war. Sanctions themselves are an act of war, and we know they don't work. They don't bring anyone to the negotiating table, but what they do is they impoverish the hardest hit within the country itself, and in many ways it actually strengthens the regime. This isn't about protecting the Iranian people. This is all about military intervention in Iraq. The West again is eyeing the opportunity for war in which they can get their hands on oil and a strategic positioning in the Middle East. This is Iraq all over again. We've got to make sure we mobilise people against this attack on Iran. It's for us to support the people who are in revolutionary struggle within Iran itself. We've got to support those organisations, particularly the trade union and labour movement, that are mobilising. We've got to give the people of Iran our support, not the regime. And of course what we want to do is ensure that if there is a change in regime, it's based upon class struggle, so that we have trade union organisations, left organisations, socialist organisations who can then lead that revolution. In that way that we can free the people of Iran, and actually not just free them in terms of democratic rights, but economic rights as well. I support and was one of the founders of the Hands Off the People of Iran. Why? Because actually what we're saying is hands off Iran, but protect the people. We support the people. We want a change of regime, but it's the Iranian people themselves that will secure their freedom.